Hey guys, my name is Mallory. I'm a nurse at the Jefferson County Hospital here in Fairfield. I am going to William Penn to pursue my bachelor's in nursing to hopefully open up some opportunities in the world of nursing, which you could go pretty much anywhere. A little bit about me. I have three siblings. I have two older siblings, a brother and a sister, and then a younger brother. We've had a lot of fun. Learned a lot about life through them, I would say. We lived on a farm most of my life. I got a lot of opportunities from that, and I got a lot of teaching, just mainly about what I picked about. This class was simplicity out of the 5 values. Basically, just learning about living a simple life. Through this course, I think I've learned a lot about simplicity and all the other values, of course, as well. I think it's taught me a lot, even just like in life in general. First thing I wanted to talk about for simplicity is stewardship, which I thought this was a good topic to kind of talk about with simplicity, because stewardship is all about being a good steward, looking after others, being a good manager. I thought this involved nursing because, to be a manager, you have to look over your employees and be on the floor and help them out in tough times, when times are critical. So I thought stewardship was a good idea to talk about because, in nursing and in my career, that's a good thing to talk about because, you have every single day is different and you have to look over your employees and example I'd like to talk about is basically, so I was from a small school. So, we didn't have uniforms or, we just wore whatever we wanted to school that day. So I kind of thought about while I was learning about simplicity about, what if we had uniforms that we had to wear each day? Like, how would it affect the friendships that you had in school? I would like to think about my school. It would affect it a lot because, we have different socioeconomical statuses in our area. That shouldn't affect, friendships, but it could. If we did have uniforms, you wouldn't know as much as some people's backgrounds, and then you got to know them and you would understand, their life and what they are all about. I found a quote I would like to talk about. It's from a testimony online that I found, that he's a Quaker. His name's Kyle Kowalski. His quote says, "A person ought to live a simple life in order to focus on what is most important and ignore or play down what is least important." I thought that was kind of cool. Another, simplicity is a witness to the world that the inward state is more important than the outward. I think that's an awesome quote because, you have to think about yourself first. When you think inward instead of outward, you work on yourself and then you're able to help other people and help other people simplify things. Examples, I'd like to talk about my own life with simplicity. Throughout this class, a little bit before this class, my boyfriend and I sold our house quickly. We didn't think that we would sell it as fast as we did. So obviously sold it, closed on the house, tried to figure out, where we wanted to live. Didn't want to make any rational decisions, so we talked to his parents. We could either go to my parents or his parents. We decided to go to his parents. And through the move, we had to simplify a lot of things because we were moving into a smaller area. And I think that was awesome that, a little bit after that happened, we got into this class and I started learning about simplicity. I thought, okay, I've already incorporated this stuff into my life, but it kind of got me more thinking about it. So basically, the last couple months that we've lived here, we've saved money. We've learned to cut down a little bit. We are all sharing food and groceries and laundry detergent, stuff like that. So I think that's taught us a lot about being having simplicity in our lives. Another example I'd like to talk about is, simplifying things around the house. We don't have furniture here. It's their furniture. We decided to keep the furniture at the house and, let that person, have um, that furniture and, so they didn't have to buy other furniture. We simplified our clothes. We took some clothes to Goodwill. Just thought about, things that we could do to condense our stuff together. Um, I've also taught myself things that I don't need. Like, do I need the decorations from Hobby Lobby? No, I don't, because, I don't need them right now. So I thought that was kind of a couple things that were good to talk about. And also, you wouldn't think, but simplifying your friendships sounds weird, but I've thought a lot about it. And, I've always been the type of person that I like to have a lot of friendships. And, I like to think I'm a likable person. I've learned the last 6 months to a year that, in college, you learn who your friends are. And I like to think that I've had simplified my friendships. I don't think that, put more time into my friends that I have now instead of a whole bunch of people and leave people out. So I think that was a good example to talk about. Overall, I've learned a lot during this course, and I thank you for watching and listening.